What's going on, everybody? It's your man Tuck from BOREDinDE, and tonight I have Best Kept Soul in the house.
Who's that?
Since you want to, hop on the mic first, tell us who you are in Best Kept Soul.
Who am I? I am Ann Latrice. I am the lead background, all around, in between vocalist for the band Best Kept Soul.
And you, and the blue fella?
This blue. Okay. Hey, I'm Lamont. I am the lead guitar. They sometimes call me the music director and just all around support team guy.
Okay, and you, my man.
I'm the newcomer to the group. My name is Dwayne, and I'm also lead and vocal background singer type guy.
Okay, that's what's up. What's up? Now, I just come to realize that you guys are celebrating 10 years in this. 10 years.
10 years.
I know. It's crazy to think about, though. Dealing with anybody for like 10 years.
Right? I don't even like people for 10 minutes. Like, what are we doing?
So y'all like family now. It's no joke. 10 years, y'all family.
Oh, yeah. If we ever did like a behind the scenes of Best Kept Soul, you guys.
After having y'all sitting here, I'm like, yo, y'all holding out. Because I ain't know it was this much comedy between y'all.
Oh, man.
Nah, I mean, that's what, you've been in it for a while. You're around these people.
Week in and week out.
Like, it's what, 52 weeks in a year?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
We're literally together a majority of that. So
now we're missing two members, right?
Three.
Yeah.
Three. You want to get their names?
No.
Of course.
No.
we are missing the Joe Shields, our drummer, Jerome Yancey, bass player, and John Icaro, keyboard player supreme.
Okay. Much love to those guys and everything.
That's
Hopefully, when they get a bigger facility, I get all y'all in here. But we a little tight fit,
I don't know. Jerome's head still might not fit no matter where we go. Hey,
you know what? You're right, because I have had a couple drinks with that brother, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Okay. But yo, I was talking to Ann off camera, and I was like, yo, y'all got 10 years in the game. Do you know? You guys basically laid the blueprint for playing music here in Delaware within the last 10 years, because when y'all started 10 years ago, a lot of stuff that y'all were doing, a lot of places that you guys have sold out of, was not doing live music.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, when we first started, like, we were just trying to get our way, because I was just telling my man on the way up, like, we were trying to play any place. We were just trying to be seen, like places like Shades of Blue, it's places
Whispers in Jersey.
Yeah, it's like certain places not even opening. But yeah, we were
Whispers in Jersey.
Wow.
Yeah, we were just trying to be
Sweet Teas.
Sweet Teas.
Yeah, place that's not even around anymore.
Yeah, we outlasted a lot of businesses. So
Yes.
which is kind of cool. So as far as laying the foundation, I mean, there were like some acts and performers out there and everything that we kind of looked up to and all. I have no problem saying like To The Max, Tracy A, G2. I mean, like those are bands that we respect and looked up to, and
those are definitely some great bands.
Yeah. So we're just happy to be able to make our contribution, and then have people come out and enjoy what we do week in and week out.
Now take me back 10 years. How did Best Kept Soul come about? Who met who? Who suggested who? Yeah. And who's no longer part of who?
Who is the who of who's? Well.
Yeah, I mean.
Because y'all were together like, what, 6 months or so before I even came?
Right, so. Yeah. There's a brother named Daryl Boogie, Howard. Who he was doing these open mic events with Cynthia Tyree, and that's where I started seeing some of the bands like G2 and To The Max, like kind of coming through and performing. I was doing like actually some video work at the time, and I kind of expressed the interest of I was playing, but I wasn't playing at the time. I'm like, I play guitar. Boogie's like, I play bass. It was a couple other cats. You know how guys get together and it's like, hey, I'm looking to do a band, and next thing we're bouncing our ideas around, and different people are coming through the house and rehearsing and everything, and Joe Shields, like was the drummer, that Boogie said we had to get, because he was just like like that veteran guy. He brought different singers in, and then he came down with Ann. He's like, yeah, Ann, I met her at a karaoke thing. I'm like, karaoke singer.
Yo, she did drop that. I was doing karaoke. I'm like, I ain't doing karaoke. I'm like, oh, I ain't know about that. I was like, do tell.
Oh yeah,
we gonna get to you on that.
Yeah. So and it's like, yo, she did her thing, and it was like, wow. And we just kind of
it wasn't like wow.
It
was a little rough. Let's be real.
Well, she had like this, like he showed her a demo for you singing. What's that? How did I get here?
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on, you had to say wow on that. You know what I mean? So
nobody's supposed to be here.
Yeah. So and just kind of like it took a while to get different pieces in place. We had people rotating in and out. But you kind of had certain foundation pieces that luckily came.
Shout out to Kyra.
Yeah, Kyra, absolutely. Yeah, she.
R.I.P. to Philip.
Yeah,
Joseph Philip.
Philip was a part of y'all.
Yes.
Yo, that brother's voice was fucking incredible.
Yes.
And I fortunately got a chance to work with him and Anaya Jazz. I took some pictures of them that they released on their CD, and then shortly after, I had seen Philip, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to get some photo sessions with you and rap to you about something else. And then unfortunately we lost him. So I think we all felt that. Like, I know the music community and fans was rocked by that. Because one day he was like here, and then next day he was like, I'm not feeling too well, and God called him home, man.
It was crazy because I actually had met Phil at an event. He was doing working on some original material. I was doing the same thing at the time before I started the band, like 2 years before our band got together. And then when, like I said, Daryl was bringing, Boogie was bringing different people down, and he brought Phil down. I'm like, whoa! I saw, I just met you a couple of years ago, and so I was honored, to be in his presence, and like you said, made his contribution, but left us way too soon.
Yeah. Now, how the hell did y'all get Jerome? That's what I want to know. See, I was kind of hoping he was here, but I was like, how the hell did you get Jerome?
The wind blew the wrong way one day, and poof, it was Jerome Yancey. And that's that story now. No, I think more or less, see, Boogie was the bass player. After a while, he just, I guess lost the passion for it, didn't want to continue to do it, and then saw the band had potential to keep going and didn't want to be a hindrance. And he actually found Rome.
Okay.
He brought Rome to one of the rehearsals, and that was when he had dreads. Now he was best. Now he ain't got no hair. But no, he fit right in. I mean, it just, I think it elevated the sound.
Absolutely.
It just felt like all the pieces were right there.
Okay, now how did John? Where did John fit in?
Wow, John. John was interesting because Boogie had brought him actually down to my house for a rehearsal with another band, with another act that was going on, and I heard him down there playing, and it's weird because John is got a background of music that was he's like jazz, classic, gospel. R&B, he was kind of just starting to get the feel of it and everything. So he was down there. So he I remember him playing what's going on, and he, he was just learning the songs. Where you figure anybody knows what's going on that plays music, but but he was putting his whole different feel on them. Like that's not it, but that's crazy what he's playing. And I hit a Boogie separately. I'm like, yo, is this guy available? Because we had a brother named Donnell Poole. Shout out to Donnell Poole. Yeah. Donnell Poole was with us. He kind of gave us legitimacy as far as sound wise, because we were trying to figure out different keyboard players and everything. So there's a guy named Donnell Poole that I give him a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Donnell.
Yeah. And then so when Donnell was kind of moving on his way out, luckily John kind of just fell into our lap by just by chance, by rehearsing. And we're his sound is so crazy that it just makes I think, and we talk about sometime, it just makes our sound more mature.
It
know
does.
what I mean?
That's Vanilla Soul. That is the soul of Best Kept Soul.
Right.
John has some magical fingers.
He's amazing on them keys. And he's so humble about it because he's I sound a hot mess. Boy, what?
Yo, let me tell you about John. We we're all friends on Facebook, right? And one morning I was here messing around in my little man cave, and John did a live, and he was just like, yeah, tell me your song you like. I wasn't fast enough at the keyboard, so somebody else chose another song. I sat here and watched John redo that whole song on that live, and I'm just sitting here like a little kid, I had to pee so bad, but I didn't want to leave. I'm sitting there, you get the fidgeting and stuff,
little chick will come out,
and I'm like, oh, but the live gonna play again, so let me hurry up, run to the bathroom and stuff. Yo, he's very humble.
Yes,
very humble. Jerome, that if I had met Jerome prior to Best Kept Soul, he definitely would have been my drinking partner. Definitely. I mean, he my drinking partner now, but
just make sure he pays for him.
But the one I got to ask about is Mr. Joe. Don't rock with me while I got my headphones on. Cool.
Oh yeah, Joe Shields.
Because Joe is probably the only drummer I've seen that will put headphones on and just be like, all right, y'all just keep up. Y'all just keep up. I keep the groove. Y'all keep up. And he's so cool, man.
Joe's got a routine. You know, he's like disciplined cat, veteran. You know, again, he's like one of those cats who were just lucky to. He could have been playing like with different wedding bands and things like that, but he saw something in the talent and everything that we had. That
You're real. He saw me.
And what a beautiful sight you are.
Thank you. Now, stick around.
So you, young fella, since you the newbie of the group,
I am.
How did you pop in all of this?
I got lucky. I really did. So I've been singing my whole life. I've been singing a long time, and I usually just sing for my own enjoyment. But through osmosis, I ended up singing with a different band, and then I stopped singing with that band, and I got lucky, and they were looking to add somebody. And they gave me a shot. That's really how it came about. I was very, very lucky. I was blessed, as I am in life every day.
Because let me tell you, I don't know what you call your fans or followers, but I'm definitely a BKS supporter. And when I first saw you, I was like, after seeing the lineup for so long, I'm like, who's this guy? And then I heard you belted out some shit. And I'm like, anytime it take me to put my drink down, and like, I dance, but I don't like to dance in public like that.
I feel you.
You had me in that motherfucker. I was like, yeah. Like, he alright. He a big boy, too. He had dreads. I had dreads at the time.
I gonna throw your drawers, were you?
Nah. I ain't gonna disrespect the stage like that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna disrespect the stage like that. You know what the song was? It was, I know one of them was, because you and Andy do what? It was,
Can We Talk? I know.
Can We Talk?
Yeah, I know you always
that
did
song,
that
That song, I always love it. That song, like, I don't care what's going on. I'll tell everybody at the bar, shut up. and because I'm a big guy, I can get away with it.
It's true.
To a certain degree, I'll be like, They be like, yo, he must like this song. I got my little two-step going on. The next song, I'm like, all right, y'all can start talking again. Y'all can start again.
But see, we have some more history beyond that, because from what I understand, you helped my sister get into photography.
Your sister?
Rosalind Cobb.
That's your sister?
Rosalind Cobb is my little sister. That's right.
Oh man, small world. Cause man, small state. Mm-hmm. Yes, cause matter of fact, she'll be up on this wall soon. Cause I have to order some new pictures. And Rosalind, when I met her, I had needed to build up my headshot catalog.
Okay.
And she, she saw a message on Facebook, and she came to the studio. I was way down 40. And I had my makeup artist and everything there. She was like, "Oh, you so professional." I'm like, "No, makeup artist is my sister. I just need to put this portfolio together." And I think she still uses this picture. She had a green dress on.
Yes.
And then another one of your sisters,
Rashida, most likely.
Yeah, Rashida was doing some acting, and I actually took her picture in my living room.
She was in the play Through It All with Gina Thompson.
And I would have never guessed you was their brother.
Yes.
Because matter of fact,
I have one other sister. Yes.
Yeah, I only met her at the Monday Club because
recently. Yes.
Yeah, because your mom saw me and she was like, "Boy, I know you," and I was like, I had dreads, and she was like, "You took my daughter's picture," because she came up here with her to take the picture and everything.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Wow, sweetheart and everything. And matter of fact, one time when I was doing a photo shoot with Roz out one of these parks, I had to go pick her up. So your mom came out wanted to see what was going on, but I had the makeup artist, I had the hairstylist, so it wasn't just me and Roz. She was like, I just had to come check, and I was like, well, here go my card, my phone number, my mama name, and my dad, he's still around and everything like that. I wanted to make sure everything cool. And when I dropped your sister off, it was at that door, and we went to the door together. You inside, okay? Because your mom wasn't gonna cut me too short to shit.
I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate
wasn't having that, but damn. Now I look at you, I see it.
I am very blessed. I can't even say it enough. Super blessed.
Wow. I'm glad I was in touch with your family in a positive manner.
Right.
Because sometimes I could be disrespectful. I'm like, man. soon as he turned his head,
you know why I'm really here.
World tour.
You thought it was a podcast.
Yeah.
But you guys, man, like, and I apologize to any other bands if I kind of came off like Best Kept Soul started the trend, did the trend. It's just when I got interested in live music and seeing live music played, they were the band I gravitated to. Even though I have heard of G2 to the max, I seen all of them recently, but like I said, Best Kept Soul made me seek out other venues that had live music. Because before it was just a DJ or the jukebox.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
And then to hear that you guys did weddings, I was like, damn, I guess they would do weddings and everything.
Yeah.
Do y'all have any weddings that come to mind that y'all played and it was just like stand above the rest?
Wow.
What comes to mind?
Weddings.
Because I know as a photographer, I got a couple weddings that I shot and I'm like, yo, that wedding was the truth.
I would say it's like we've done a lot of weddings, and it would be very hard to compare one to the next because everybody is different.
It's true,
and everything is special in its own way. So we might have done something at one wedding we didn't do at another wedding as far as song wise, and no hit vocals that just made people just like shout or whatever the case may be. So everything is different. So you can't really compare them.
Okay.
So what's your favorite song to do at a wedding?
Yeah. What is your favorite song to do at a wedding?
We do a few things that are enjoyable, but I enjoy when we get to do like a duet, like Always and Forever. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's because the way we do it, it's like, I start off like high, and he comes in with, the lower register, and then just blends together, and by the end of the song we're together, and it's like powerful. So, we don't do it like anybody else would do it. So
Now the burning question that's really on my mind is, when do you guys find time to rehearse? Because everybody has their own lives. Everybody got, day jobs. They got families, this and that. When the hell do y'all find time to rehearse?
Well, we'll keep it real. In the beginning, like we had a regiment, like once a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever. We pulling out new songs, and I think that's what set us apart from others. That we weren't going out there and giving you the same stuff every show. We were taking the time to learn the music, to learn the vocals, to learn the words, and do something different every time. At least introduce you to 5 new songs the next time you saw us, Okay. And as we started getting more and more and doing more, and everybody's lives changing and intertwining, trying to get everybody to get committed to one day now is like pulling teeth. We can do Tuesday. Difficult. I can't do Tuesday. I can do Wednesday. Oh, well, I can't do Wednesday. I can do Thursday. So listen. So now it's more or less like we have to at least commit to once a month at this point. A Wednesday, the third Wednesday, whatever, everybody commits to that bong. And that way we can just go in there and knock out stuff. Because in real life, it's really hard to commit to something weekly in 2 weeks, and you got life and unexpected things going on.
Do you guys find yourselves like, sometimes you might have to practice without another member then bring that member in later?
Of course. Or we'll record it. And have it as a reference. Lamont's really good at making sure we get a lot of audio from all of our shows.
Yep.
He has some audio set up, maybe video, whatever. So it's a good reference point. So to take the time, and I listen to stuff because I can't wait to hear him mess up. So I like to listen to stuff. Like, oh,
yeah, she hasn't listened a long time for that to happen.
I knew he messed up on that song, but he is really good.
4 hours straight, and like, oh, there's that one note that he missed.
So if we don't have a rehearsal, we have so much audio that we can go back and listen to. Like, okay, maybe we could do this differently here, do this differently here. Like, it's audio out the wazoo. Like, it's crazy.
And to be truthful, we have like a crazy catalog of like material that we can do. Like, I'm like going through songs sometimes. I'm trying to think like what to do like for this show or that show, but we literally have like a few hundred songs that we can pull out at any one point that we can do, easily. I mean, I have songs that I forget that we do, that we should do, that we could do.
And I think that, like I said, that comes from the beginning.
We would throw. We just had like a lot.
You had to come with 10 new songs.
Yeah.
Like, what I mean? You had to. Like, when I first started, I need 20 songs off the rip. And then at 10 more. Like, you just build. That's how you build your music repertoire.
And sometimes we'll just like at a right before a gig we'll say, hey, we want to try this song or whatever, and I'll kind of figure out, yeah, we can do that song without having to necessarily have a rehearsal and everything. The musicians in the band are, if they don't know or they at least know most of the song, it's easy for us to pick up and roll with it and everything. So we just
I
try to
go around a couple times before I start to sing with them because you ain't no telling what me.
Because y'all transitions between songs is good too.
Yeah.
Because you know a lot of bands they'll play a song, stop, let the applause go, then start another song. But you guys kind of flow. Kind of like it reminds me of a DJ. Like, you know, I'm not gonna stop the music. Y'all can clap while we transition into a new song.
That's the goal. That's kind of like one of our staples. I guess you can say is like to keep things moving. Like that stop start thing. Mm-hmm. You know that that like an uneasiness about when
especially if you got people already dancing.
Yeah, you got people dancing, man.
You
it's
want
like
to keep like you want to DJ. You want to continue flow. So like you said, with the fact that the musicians are all connected. He can hear some. Mine is really good at like we don't.
Yes, he is.
We used to have set lists. We used to have kill so many trees because we used to have set lists.
We did.
And now we don't have set lists. Lamont will pull something out, maybe on his phone or something, and he'll think throughout the day. Send ideas out. But by the time the show come, that list is out the window, and it's like, okay, you're going off the field. Like next song.
Yeah, we literally will look at the crowd and see like if we see people like bopping, then we'll keep it going on the bop roll. If we see people like want to do like maybe a little, we do like I'll be doing like something called a Joanna now. Like people like to do that the Afro beats type of thing, whatever. Okay. So if we see that type of thing is it's popping with people. Well, we got a couple songs that'll keep them going like that. You know what I mean? So it's like if we happen to be more of a hip hop crowd as opposed to old school or vice versa, we go with that. So it's like we literally have the ability and the flexibility and the talent to be able to go ahead and go from classic to hip hop to whatever the crowd happens to be feeling that night. So
how do you do when you have to fill in? Because I know sometimes life calls and some people get the vacation more than others. So you always have to bring in a filler in.
Yo, we are also blessed to be able to have like some other local and a lot of times the vocalists and everything. Musicians probably don't get noticed as much. It's usually the front people. So like we are blessed. Like Ann and Dwayne are like. I'm blessed because like again they can go from hip hop to classic to old school just like nothing, you know what I mean? So we are lucky to have like some people who can also do fill the same bill, and I'll name them like Lady comes in sometimes. We have a Tangeray from Philadelphia. We have a Ziza. So like
Barb Cherie.
Yeah, Barb Cherie, right? Yeah. So
or even Nikki Blue.
Nikki Blue. Yeah. So we're lucky enough that.
So where are the male singers at?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's real. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
We need some male singers. We're going to do a 2020 Best Kept Soul audition for the best male singer out there.
Let me get my chops up.
It's going to be held at Kegler, though. When the next time we had Kegler? And we're going to let the audience decide. That's what happens when Erica.
That's my water.
That's your water.
Erica gives you a drink.
Don't worry about
it. Just slid down. That's my fault.
Don't worry about you.
Shout out to Erica, though. This drink is delicious.
Because you ain't put it down yet.
I can't because it's delicious.
And you know what? I don't know if his eyes were squinted before.
They weren't.
Look, the smile won't leave my face now.
Didn't I tell y'all don't drink the drink?
I can't get the smile off. I've been trying. It won't go away.
Yo, man, I go with the girl, so I know.
Hold on, wait. Is it tequila? Because that explains it. That explains it all to me.
I think it's vodka.
Okay, all right. I do love tequila.
But yo, like, let me tell you, when I first had a drink by this girl, man, I fuck around and tell you where the slaves is hiding.
That's how she got you.
He said, Harriet, don't fuck with me, Harriet. Don't fuck with me, Harriet.
I'm like, Kunta over there. Kunta. There you go, get him.
Look, they running massa.
Harriet over there. Get Harriet and all of them. I use that Underground Railroad. Give me another drink.
Harriet dropping movies and shit.
Yeah, fuck around me, this drink ain't gonna last.
Oh man.
But yo, let me tell you, Dwayne, he sung a Bruno Mars song. I'm not a Bruno Mars fan,
right?
But he got one Bruno Mars song that he sings that when I hear it on the radio, I let it play now. But I'm like, it's not Dwayne now. But I can let it ride now.
Yeah.
Probably that's what I like.
It's what I like and something.
Is it 24 Karat Magic?
That might be it.
Oh, okay.
Or it's either that or Finesse.
Well, put it like this. I listen to Bruno Mars now because
Bruno is catchy. He's got catchy songs.
I'm like, because to me, Bruno Mars was always like a karaoke type.
I feel
person. But after hearing you sing this stuff, and I go back and listen, I'm like, Bruno, I am sorry. You were actually very, very talented. I just was on some bullshit. Please forgive me.
I'm really just I'm blessed to be able to attempt to do a lot of things that other people are able to do. And it allows me to have a lot of different range. I feel like we are like jukeboxes a lot of times. We just be up there doing so many different songs. No more,
so you weren't there when they was putting quarters in it.
You're right. I'm happy I missed that part. But you know what?
I'm talking about, like he said, a jukebox. A jukebox, you get to play a lot of songs for a cheap price.
I did go through that stage though.
Yeah,
I did.
We've been there. Like
he missed that.
Definitely gonna ask about
but
that.
I had that phase. I got that phase with some people.
I related to. So you know how when you first start the game, you hungry, you starving, and then as you build your repertoire up, you eat now.
Yeah.
So if you look at some first best kept soul pictures, we all skinnier than a motherfucker.
That's very true. That's very true.
I'm just being real, and I done picked up weight too. So at the end of the day, you just look at it from. We were starving, now we eating, and that's real life. That's real life. It's real life.
That's very true.
I feel
even Lamont was skinny.
Yeah, she did kind of bust on me the other day. She like, Lamont, you kind of gained a little weight there.
Yeah, your stomach.
Please don't tell Lamont that, because next thing you know, we're gonna get a whole bunch of psycho videos.
You already know. He is.
He's gonna be like, I was on the John Carney cycle trail or some shit
man.
like that.
Shit, the last time he did that shit. His collarbone. We had a gig. He like, a rock or something tripped in over a rock on his bike. How you break your collarbone, bro? Like, just be better by Friday. It's Tuesday.
I still made the gig.
We got a gig.
I had a sling on. I was playing.
Because definitely, like, when you play gigs down here, I see, like, you guys a lot of time are responsible for your own equipment and setup.
Yeah.
And I know when I see y'all come at the Monday Club, I always see y'all get the setup, and then I always see Lamont with the guitar walking the audience, like listening, like, hold on.
He ain't number listening to himself.
Really?
Yeah, that's his sound check. Oh, I sound good? Okay.
But I knew you guys were professionals, because, like, the Monday Club, it's a tight fit.
It is.
But when people see Best Kept Soul, motherfuckers come out the woodworks for y'all. Yeah. And that's a blessing by itself. Shout out to Best Kept Soul fans, man.
Yes.
Give y'all some round of applause, because y'all something else.
The band is about, the band ain't just about the band. The band is about, like, the people that come out and support it. You know what I mean?
But the last show I seen y'all do, you was on holiday. You was, basking in the sun, sleeping on the front of yachts and shit. Shit like that. But poor Dwayne and Lady, they had to keep sliding back because the crowd was dancing. And Dwayne, like, right up on the drum, I'm like, we ain't got no much further to go, bro. He's like, I hope they chill right there.
Just use your left cheek to hit the cymbal.
Have Joe take the headphone off. What you doing? What you doing? 3 feet. 3 feet. 3 feet. Put that headphone back on and get the playing and stuff.
Like Martin Lawrence at House Party. Stop bumping into the set.
Right.
So, you guys just recently dropped a CD. Had a couple originals and a couple covers.
Yeah.
That was awesome, because I bought that CD even though I was feeling some type of way because my song wasn't on it. But there's always another CD in the future. I figured they let Ann pick the list, so Ann picked what she wanted.
I didn't even pick the list.
Okay.
Ann picks all the lists. Don't let her in front of you.
Not listen.
But that's got to be a beautiful thing to see, like, your humble beginnings, to see people, like, reaching out to you. Because I know people be like, oh, I'm going to get you for my wedding. Then when they actually hire you for the wedding, it's like, oh shit, you wasn't joking. You was dead serious. Cause I know that's happened on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this: how does it feel when you're just out? You're out with your wives, or whatever. You're chilling, and you're at work or whatever, and somebody comes up and be like, yo, I fucking love you.
Yeah.
You be like, hold on, man, be careful, because my wife is right here. I got to explain shit.
Look, it is surprising. I was out in media. I was in media. My wife had to go to a doctor's appointment, and we were at the Rothman Institute, and I'm getting on the elevator, and somebody was like, I just saw you. Are you from Best Kept Soul? And I was so shocked, because that is not where we be at. We don't be in media. But it's gotten to the point now where people have taken notice of a few things that we've done.
Yo, because people have traveled for you. Because I know I've traveled to see you guys, and the thing about Best Kept Soul supporters is everybody's friendly as fuck with one another.
That's very true.
Everybody's friendly as fuck. So you get to talking to people, and I had somebody be like, "Yeah, man, we drove down from Passaic."
Oh wow!
I'm like, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Nigga, you drove from New Jersey to Delaware?
Yeah.
Oh my man, your next drink on me. Like, yeah, we went and got a little hotel room over here. So y'all came down to see them at the Reef, which always sells out. So the moment the Reef drops that they there, you go on to that website and pay your reservation. Because if you try to be slick, then you come into that front door,
yeah,
but you gonna be on the other side of the door chilling. Because the Reef fill up quick. I mean, every place y'all play fill up quick. But to see people playing their calendars around you, like it'd be like, oh yeah, they gonna be at such and such. I heard people in the crowd talk about I took the day off just so I can make sure I can get here early, get me a seat.
Wow.
Because if the venues you play at don't have reserved seats, people will show up. Like if Best Kept Souls not supposed to be on to 8:00, Cats is there like 6:30. And I know the bars got to be loving it because people sitting at the bar eating, drinking. Yeah. So by the time y'all get on stage, they already fucked up.
It's true.
They done been there 2 hours.
Yeah.
They fucked up. They like, oh, Lamont, play that shit. And Lamont sitting there talking about, yeah, I'm just testing the sound. The sound check. Annie didn't get on. But Ann got this routine that I love to see her do. Ann to come up there, got her mic. Lamont put her mic on the stand and sit there in front of the mic. She'll adjust it and everything. Then she get to sing it. And I look at her mic a little closer. I'm like, yo, why is her mic bedazzled?
Right.
Her mic is bedazzled like
shiny.
Like Dwayne could never make it a mistake of singing in the wrong mic.
Nope.
Because that mic is bedazzled.
It is.
It's like I think the mic got its own theme music. When you open up the camera,
they come out of briefcase. You gotta hit the code right and pop it open.
But yeah, and I seen recently you hired my sister Marquita to help you with some styling, and shout out to Marquita. I had her on the podcast a couple weeks back. I love the look she put together for you.
Yeah, she I'm all about not being afraid to be outside the box, especially if I'm trying to do something different. So, I used her in a couple different looks. We did a black party at Cavalier for WDAS. Okay. And she put me in my little short hair with my tutu, and my own band members didn't even know who I was.
Had no idea.
Yo, yeah, right. I remember that night.
Yeah, I was like,
he was talking he was standing there talking. I walk up talking on the phone.
She coming up to me
he was like looking at me like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, Lamont, it's me.
She's like another fan.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her.
Like, so it's always different. I
mean, because you're a beautiful woman, it's so easy to get wrapped up in your beauty, and then you with these guys, they all like brothers,
right? I don't pay them no mind. Trust me.
But I always like when you guys.
I don't even like that. No mind.
When you guys take your first break, I'm only talking about him because he's not here. When you take your first break, I always see two things happen. Joe come out them headphones and get some water.
Yep.
And Rome go to the bar.
Yep. That's what happens.
Rome has I think Rome, when he plays the bass, he's peeping out what spot of the bar he gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yo, you probably missed the parts when he actually has people bringing drinks to him.
Or food while he's playing.
Yes, it happens.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
And sit him on his amp.
Yes.
And to turn around and eat a scallop wrap, bacon scallop wrap.
Bacon wrap scallop. Oh my god.
So he's steady snacking while y'all playing.
While we playing.
Oh man.
And don't miss a rhythm.
That's
what makes it sick.
Bring me some Grand Marnier.
That's because John picks it up on the keyboard.
Bring me some Grand Marnier.
Yeah, I'm telling you, whenever you be like, all right, we gotta take a break, everybody, goes get some fresh air, something like that. Go Jerome putting that bass on that stand right to the bar. That's when Jerome will say what's up to everybody. He's at the bar with the cup like, yo, what's going on? Hey, thank you for coming out. Yeah. We there next week.
He's just plotting on who buying his next drink.
And that'll be the person bringing up the drink during the next year.
We love you, Rome. You should have been here to defend yourself.
There you go, right?
But you guys are so much like family. And like I said, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to any other bands or something like that, but I do look at it that Best Kept Soul is responsible for setting the tone, especially as far as these venues? Because I know it couldn't have been easy trying to convince a venue that you're worth what you're asking for to play. 'Cause I know some venues will be like, well, I need to make sure the bar makes such and such, so how about I just give you 300? Nigga, it's 6 of us.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I just made my side hurt.
She remembering the struggle.
Why you bringing up old shit?
She remembering the struggle.
Yeah, we got to bring it up because
that's the story.
Because people need to know, because like a lot of you guys help set the tone for people that, like, you know, if you want somebody to play there, you know, man, pay Best Kept Soul, because I have not been to an event y'all had in the last several years that wasn't packed to the gills.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, look, we had our times where, you know, maybe pickings were a little bit slim and everything like that. I think of like a place like the Rail. I don't know if you ever out there at Delaware Country, Delaware Park. And like our first year there was kind of like hit or miss, you know, each week and everything. Second year there, people just caught on that we were there like during the summer months and everything. It was packed, you know. It was like, it had a nice crowd. The last year it was like crazy. It was like it was like amazing to see like all these people out there week after week.
No, remember when that night it rained?
Yeah.
And they were like, the rain, the way it was like sloped, so the rain was coming inward toward the equipment. So, you know, we gotta stop. The people didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
They were so mad. I'm like, it's raining, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we're not gonna be able to give a show right now. But they were like, well, it's gonna stop. We're gonna pray on it. Like, oh my God.
See, that's one of the other things that I love about Best Kept Soul is that you're not a black band. You're a band. So I think when you first start at the Rail, I guess they probably was only marketing to blacks, and I guess most of us is like, I'm not going to a casino if I ain't got no money. But it's on casino grounds. It's not necessarily in the casino. It's on the ground.
Right.
But then when people hear you guys play and y'all cover such a large scope, because you just don't do hip hop and R&B, y'all covered some pop songs.
Absolutely.
And definitely teetered into, you know, acceptable rock. You know, when I say acceptable rock, I mean, I ain't talking about the hair bands or nothing like that. I'm talking about some really quality songs. Yeah. You guys have tipped into that. So when people hear you guys, it's like, okay, well, Best Kept Soul, they play for the mood. They play for the audience. So if your audience mix, we're going to get a mixed vibe.
That's right.
If your audience like pop, this is where we going.
That's right.
If your audience like R&B, we there.
Again, it's like we're not limited. I mean, it's like Dwayne came into a situation bringing songs and materials that like Johnny Be Good. I mean, like, you know, Benny and the Jets is like, you know, and always had like a wide range of material and everything. So it was like, it's never been an issue. Like, you want us to play at your white wedding, you want us to play at your black, you want us to play at a country club, you want us to play at the, you know, club at the corner. It's not a problem. Right. Yeah.
I tell you, it was real when we did that college party on the boat.
On the boat,
Moshalou,
right.
And we were
that's
doing
how I knew.
Sweet Caroline,
That's how I knew. I was like, we are really eclectic.
Yes,
we are branching out.
The people were jumping to the point I thought the boat was going to fucking tip over.
Yes.
It was like, yo, they were going crazy.
And they were like a bunch of college kids. But when I tell you, they were like so amped. Like, we first started in like inside of the ship, and then they figured they wanted to move it to us to the deck. Now it's a little cold outside.
It was windy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Windy. And they were like, "Listen, how much more do we have to give y'all to move y'all up?" Oh, you want to talk money? Okay, well, shoot, I could be cold for
it. So they moved the equipment and everything.
Yeah,
they helped us.
They helped move everything up to the top floor and everything.
Yes.
Like, they were that serious. Like, no, this is where we want it. We'll do whatever we got to do. Yeah, the Mushu. We'll do whatever we gotta do. Mushaloo, whatever.
So you can tell they family because they over here correcting each other, finishing sentences.
You know what I meant?
Yeah, we knew what Ann meant, but Dwayne over there like Mushaloo.
Pins landing.
No, she said Mushu pork. Let me get some Mushu pork.
Yo, shut up.
Get some Mushu pork.
Correcting me.
Now, let me get personal for a minute. I'm gonna start with you, Ann. How do you feel?
He got real sick. He got real sick. First started being like,
but Shorty's here, her eyebrows go up. Her eyebrows is like,
serious.
Excuse me.
Shout out to the drinks.
When I say personal, I'm talking about music.
Okay.
Like, I seen you perform with other ladies, like at the Ladybug, or you know, you had a festival that happened at the Queen. I think you covered I don't know if it was Whitney Houston or something. I smoke a lot of weed, so I'll be forgetting shit.
She's done a few things
Shout
with
out
the Queen.
to the
So
ganja.
But what's it like when you have to work outside the band with other people that may not share your ethics or stage presence? Because people can sing, but not everybody can perform. And some people can perform but can't sing. So, you know, when you step outside of Best Kept Soul, you're your brand, and you're still Best Kept Soul, but you're Ann. So how do you deal with that? And the only reason I asked that because I saw you at Ladybug, and I'm not dropping names or nothing, but I loved you, I loved Lady, and I loved another person. But somebody was on that stage that was so extra. I swear to God, if they hadn't given us plastic cups and gave us bottles, I'd have winged it right at her.
Man,
because she was extra. And I'm like, you don't even sound that good. You too extra. Chill. But you kept professionalism all the way through. All the way through. And to that, you know, you my shero on that. But how do you find it, you know, when you have to work with other people that don't share, you know, your history?
well, I think you said it when you said, you know, when I go out, I'm still me. I'm still my brand. So at the end of the day, I'm going to remain me at all times. I don't do conflict, nonsense, and drama. You know, I'm the one when I'm outside of my setting, not in the comfort zone of my family. You know, I'm the resolution. Like, okay, what's the problem? How we can fix it so nobody's bumping heads? You know, especially when you're working with a bunch of females.
Right.
You know, I mean, and I honestly say the Ladybug Festival to me, behind the scenes, we did awesome. You know, as far as a bunch of females, strong-headed, coming together trying to collaborate. You know, which people would think, oh, I know they in there arguing and bickering. It was nothing like that whatsoever. It was, this is your part, this is your part, this is my part, this is where we need to come together. And it was very, like, in harmony.
Because the performance, I love the performance, but it was just one person that I was like, she was just a little too extra for me because, like I said, I got a relationship with Stacia, I got one with you, I got one with Lady, so I'm familiar. Then there was another girl, I'm like, okay, she kind of young, she cool, but then there was one, I'm like, bitch, chill. Like, I'm like, but all y'all were just professional and everything up and up.
Of course. I mean, because like you said, at the end of the day, you're not going to do anything to tarnish yourself.
Right.
Because you're still going to be working after this is all said and done. So I want to be that person that is known to be able to work with anyone and not the one that always needs to be solitary and doing my own thing. Because, you know, in this thing, we all eat. We all feed off each other.
It's true.
You know, you don't have to be closed-minded. You know, when it comes to these different artists, when I'm not available or even if I'm available, we invite people like, this thing, what's for me is for me, what's for you is for you. So, you know what I mean? If you happen to be singing and somebody hear what you doing, they loving what you doing, they want to take you to somewhere, that was for you to have.
That's right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we are here to provide platforms for people. That's how I feel very, very strong-heartedly because somebody gave me a platform. You know, shout out to Tracy A. If it wasn't for Tracy A.
Shout out to Tracy A.
Shout out to Tracy
anybody
A.
knows me knows that I'll say this to her, and I've said it to her, and I've said it to several people. I did karaoke. She was the one that said, listen, I know this guy. I'm like, you know how that goes. This guy, she said, he's legit. I really believe that you should give this a shot.
Yeah, because those guys could be a fucking problem.
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
you know.
I know. I was the problem.
I wasn't
one.
young and naive and none of that. You know, I wanted to know exactly what was going on.
Nah,
But
'cause I was Sonny Slick.
but you know, because of her, I felt comfortable enough to do the whole live band thing. So
That's right. She helped me out too.
Yeah.
When I went my ways with the other band, she gave me a shot with her and Lady and Legs, and we was at the Queen. Shout out to Tracy A.
Okay. Much shout out to Tracy A. And I'm glad she's in good health and good spirits and back on that stage and everything. Next question is for you, Lamont. Forever, you have been the face of Best Kept Soul. But one thing I will say,
the face of what?
I see that.
You know what?
Like, it was so funny. As you said it, I went from looking at this side to looking at this side.
I never heard anybody come to the show and say, "Oh, where's Lamont?"
Lamont know what I'm getting at. When it comes,
I got you, Lamont. Look, we was at Brew River on Saturday, and somebody was like, "Where's that other guitar player? I'm looking for." I'm like, "You talking about him? No, not him. She was looking for you." And she found, I was like, yeah, he's over there. There he
They
is.
wanted to book us for something.
Well, when I say Lamont is the face of Best Kept, so I'm just talking about he's more like the go-to person. Like when it comes to booking and stuff, we usually end up speaking to Lamont.
That's right.
When it comes to handling the affairs, it's usually Lamont. When it comes to making sure the setup is right, it's usually Lamont. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody works as a team.
That's right.
But Lamont's out there with that wireless adapter on the guitar. Like,
please don't say that, because then we really not gonna get paid till later on. Jesus.
No, I'm sorry if I'm letting no Best Kept Soul secrets.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes Rome be like, let me get that EQ. Let me get that EQ. Man. Let me see the EQ.
I'm shocked that you say Rome, because usually when I see Rome like this, like, what's going on? What's going on, Daddy? Yo?
He gotta make sure the thump is right. He be like, that thump ain't right. Let me get the thump right.
Yeah, he do messing with the sound now.
So yeah, man. I mean, because it seemed like you're like the bookkeeper, the sergeant at arms, and all that.
Yeah, it's like when I decided to get back into the band thing. It's like I had played in bands like decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the oldest cats in the group, so I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Don't
proud
look
of
good
it.
for 85.
God damn.
She carried the one and everything. Yo, she carried the one. She was like 85.
I was having a serious moment too.
I'm sorry.
But,
I'm sorry.
That's how we know y'all family. Because if it was me, I'd be like, yo, oh gosh, you gotta fall down some steps.
You know you're gonna put a short in my mic,
Mic,
touch it,
right.
and be shouting. You gotta watch sound, man.
but no, like before I got back into doing the band thing again, I just wanted to make sure things were like made sense business. Because I mean, like at this point in life, we all have families, we all have responsibilities. I'm just kind of anal as far as like we got to make things right, efficient. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's like you can't just waste people's time. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like, so you know, when I talked about it with Boogie and everything, we bouncing ideas around. I was like, it's cool, but it's like we got to do things the right way. Because I played in bands, like I said, years ago, and we were just out there having fun and everything. At this point in life, it's like, all right, you know, it's a business. You gotta approach it with a business mindset and everything like that. So, I work for big companies, and so like it's certain things that I have to do in order to make them successful. So why not do the same thing to make us successful? You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean, whether it be like, you know, your customer base, you know, making sure your customer base is satisfied, that they're getting the information and communication that they need in order to know where you're at and things like that. Website, you know, email blasts and things like that. So I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? Because again, I'm like transferring stuff that I've learned in my life and experience to our little band situation. This, you know, basically this is our partnership. This is our business.
Yeah. Okay.
This is not, you know what I mean? It's not like we just going out and having gigs and having fun. It's like, no, this is a business. We're able to perform every week because we have put ourselves in a position that people wanted to hire us for every week. We have like, I feel bad having to tell so many people that no, we're already booked for that date. We're booked for that date. You know what I mean? Because
that happens a lot like that.
Yeah.
We're available.
Right. I mean, for us to have like a weekend off, like we actually like Saturday we have like early gigs, but we have like Saturday night off. Like I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be like, yes, I get to enjoy time with family, or you know what I mean. So, but
unusual.
I fall asleep. I hype myself. Oh, I'm going out tonight.
Right.
8 o'clock. I got a drink in my hand, sitting on the couch watching The Blacklist. Like,
Yeah, because you got sissy cooking everything in the goddamn house.
Oh, shit.
I be sleep too. I got cause my girl. She cook all the time. I'll be like, you know, I'm ready to hit the streets and I get to eat. I'm like,
right.
I don't know. So I know you be knocked
They
out.
put a mild sedative in that food or something. No.
But yeah, but we put ourselves in that position to be by being smart and wise as far as what we do business wise, who we deal with. You know, when we do deal with somebody hires us for something, we're there on time. We do our thing. Professional. There's no like you know we don't have any issues with us not showing up on time. So then that transfers because people want to hire us again. Those people who see us there, they see us do our thing. Then their people want to hire us.
And I think we all know how to speak.
Yeah.
You know, you have to know how to talk to people. You know, so when you're out there, you know, you're representing each other. So therefore, if somebody approaches you about something, you might not know exactly what knowledge to give them as far as booking wise, you know, but you're always courteous. Listen, I appreciate I'm gonna put you in the right direction of, like, you know what I mean? You have to know how to talk to people. So
You do.
that in this business, you definitely have to.
And I mean, I definitely want to, you know, I say it to him, you know, personally, but like publicly, Lamont really holds a lot down. Lamont is a fantastic person. He is very organized. He keeps us together in a lot of ways. And
he keeps you out them Adidas, huh?
Yes. You know what? Honestly, Ann's mouth keeps me out them Adidas. When y'all see us on stage and we be laughing and joking, that's real. That's not fake. We be geeking.
I'm either cussing him out about what he got on, or
we geeking.
like, you know. Oh, listen, let me tell you something.
I ain't the only one. She cuss out everybody.
I do cuss out everybody, and it's funny because if Joe was here, he would vouch for it.
She's the
because like if they're playing songs, like no matter how good I may sing a song, it's some songs that I do not care to sing, that I do not like. And if I hear them start to play the song, like, y'all won't even notice. I'll turn around, I will cuss them out, and I will turn right back around with a smile on my face and sing the song. But I didn't cuss them out for playing the song that they know damn well I don't sing. And Joe, he always bags me up. He's like, you'll turn around, you'll cuss us out, but them people out front don't know nothing you just said, because you turn around, you smile, and you sing the hell out of that song.
Yep.
I never noticed, and I've been to plenty of your shows, so
it
now
happens.
I'm be looking for it. I'm like,
There's like a lot of little smooth things that go on, as we're going on, just right in front of you and everything. It's like we might start a song off, it's like, and turn like, I'm not singing that song. Like,
What are y'all
and
playing?
then we'll like just scoot on into another song.
but Dwayne, how does it feel to be the new guy in the group, though? You know what I mean?
It's not
How
bad.
many years are you in now?
I'm going on 4 years now. It'll be 4 come September. We'll be starting the 4th
So
year
you
come
must have
September.
just got with them after we did our shoot at the studio I was on Market
Yes.
Street.
Yeah.
Because I know Kira was there. Then we had
Kyra
Lady and
Aziza.
I'm sorry, Kyra. I fucked your name up. I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry, Kyra, because I don't want her to be like, look, you don't say my name, say it right. Period.
Jakira.
Yes, it was.
So I must have just missed you.
I want to say it was September of 2016 is when she Ann first recorded that live of our rehearsal.
We might have to go back because he might be trying to get a little extra pension or something like that going on.
You know what? I wish there
Well,
was.
no, didn't he like? So a long time ago, we had like these open auditions at the Queen upstairs,
Right.
and you came through for that. And that's what really.
TC.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
we
was
had
a long-
TC.
That's right.
Shout out, God bless
man,
TC.
Oh my
God
God,
bless
yes.
him. Oh, man,
TC.
yes.
Love that cat.
Yes,
Man.
and we did a couple of different events with him.
With him,
like,
yeah.
he's
He
crazy.
was like a really...
I used to go to church
He and
at
I,
TC.
we had did Tyrone,
Okay.
and he that night did an improv, and he called it Simone, and he like did his own thing like off the rip, off the top of his head, and he like remade the whole song.
TC was a beast, and
crazy.
he was so much of a beast that God had to bring him home early to put him in his
That's
band.
true.
Because TC, man, I love that cat. When I met him, it was there, and he took me to him a couple places to take pictures of him on stage and everything like that. And when I heard the news of his passing, I think I called off work that day. I think I just had to sit home.
We were at we were doing somebody's wedding. We were doing Faith's wedding, and we found out about. Matter of fact, I don't think we told Joe.
No, we didn't tell Joe to the end
until later. Yeah, because Joe, our drummer, was really close with him and everything. So yeah, so we've been blessed to be around some amazing people. Like between him. It's I mean it's Delaware, man, but it's still like some crazy.
There's a lot of talent in Delaware.
That's very true.
It's crazy talent in Delaware.
And it's like the music families are so close, even though y'all don't play together. I mean, I know everybody felt it when Ron passed away. Ron Sutton, saxophone, and
Phil.
Then you had Paul Purnell.
Paul.
Paul played for Best Kept Soul before.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he was a part of Best Kept Soul. We got some pictures of Paul and everything.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shoot, God band jamming about now.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we gonna wait for Best Kept Soul though. Give us about another 50 years with them, 50, 70 years with them.
Give us another CD, all right?
Yeah, let's do another CD, Lord, please.
Speaking of which, is something on deck for the CD?
Again, it's that timepiece.
Yeah.
Everybody's schedules together.
Yeah,
I mean, but I think it's needed to happen. It will happen.
It will.
And just look for it toward the end of this year. And I'm putting that out there. usually when I put something out there,
it happens.
It happens.
You kind of have to put it out there. And it's like, all right, at that point, because we don't let people down. You know what I mean? It's like,
and nobody wants to hear Ann's mouth. Cause Ann look like she'll cuss you out with a smile. How you in the corner talking about? Can I get some water? No, you can't get no damn water. You should have did what I told you to do.
Yeah.
That's like you have to be like I'm the only female. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up in a house full of women. Like, you know, my mom has 8 kids. So, you know, girls and 1 boy. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I grew up with a bunch of females. So all those different personalities, and it was a lot. So when it comes to dealing with these guys, I'm not going to let y'all bully me. I'm not going to be the victim. I'm not going to be sitting there like, oh, I'm the only female. Oh, my God. I'm so defenseless and I'm so helpless. But I don't carry no fucking equipment. I don't carry equipment.
Yeah, because you only carry your mic, do you?
Nowadays, yes. Listen.
She lying.
8 years ago, I officially stopped carrying equipment. And then I'll get him to wrap up my microphone like,
yo, Dwayne,
hey, bro.
Can you go grab my microphone
there won't
for
be
me, please?
no YouTube moments with our band. It'll be like,
please, can you go grab my microphone for me? Just go grab it.
I'm like, you gotta unplug yours. Just unplug mine too. Like,
look, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I got 3 sisters, so I know how it goes. I really do. I got 3 sisters. So
I feel you. I got 4, and I'm the only boy and the baby.
Likewise, exactly.
So I know the pain.
Yeah.
Now I don't have any sisters, but it's funny. Like, look, like so Ann is kind of like that sister that I didn't have. And
I didn't want probably.
But he ain't got no choice because you and his wife tight as shit.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Listen, I know when I first walked into the basement, I was probably looked at kind of crazy, like, who the hell is this girl?
Yeah.
I'm young. I'm the youngest thing walking in there, you know? I was what, 28, 29? Yeah, I'm telling my age. I'll be 40 this year. But at the end of the day, it was like, you know, you got to prove yourself. And, you know, that's what I did. It took a while. Took a minute.
So Ann done spoken into the universe and CDs coming up and everything. We're gonna have some more originals on there.
Yeah, we'll definitely. Yeah, I think we'll probably be more focused on originals because we got a whole lot of creativity and everything that we probably haven't come close to exploring. I mean, you know, regardless
I
of
could
age.
play this vocal reference of Lamont singing one of his.
No, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We don't have to.
We'll stop the cameras for that. Because I don't need Lamont to be like, yo, you still editing that cut. I'm gonna need you to drop that out. I'm gonna need you to drop that out.
It's funny because when he sings songs, like he'll reference the track himself, so he's singing on the track, and I love him to death. But I just can't get over the damn the vocals. I'm just like, it's nice lyrics, but I gotta get past what I'm listening to listen to it.
It's funny.
She basically said you came in this mother like Jerome, like woo woo woo.
No, but you know what? Jerome can honestly sing. Jerome was in the band.
Yes, he can sing.
No, I wasn't talking about that. Jerome. I'm talking about Martin Jerome.
Martin Jerome. See, Ron, we had your back. See, we weren't gonna let him play you.
Back.
You know who's fun to listen to sing sometimes is John.
John
sings.
Really?
John sings a lot of gospel music.
John is a musical director for his church.
I think we need to probably put something to his contract now that he has to sing.
I'm gonna mic everybody up.
I would love to see
Joe,
that.
Listen, Joe likes to, you know, play around with vocals. I think they all should be mic'd up, except for mine. Just let him just.
I had my moments.
Baby,
come on,
baby, listen.
He said, "Don't do him like that."
I've heard it. Hold on, listen. Outside of you guys singing lead, I've sang the most lead out of anybody else, right?
Oh, really?
And where did it lead us to?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, it didn't lead us anywhere, but I'm
right. So that's why you shouldn't. Like, we want to keep moving forward. We don't want to come to a screeching halt.
Well, they still hired us back for the next
We
month.
were at Shades of Blue.
I had to pull out the Appleton on that one.
Oh man.
We were at Shades of Blue. Of course they hired us back.
Woo!
Is it different performing originals versus covers?
I think the difference with originals is the fact that nobody knows what it is.
That's true.
So you have to sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it is kind of cool now. Like when we played Your My Day the other night, it was like, yo, people were up there and they were singing it. It's like, so I'm not sure if they were just like into the groove or people knew the song because we was on the CDs and everything. Yeah. So that's a cool film.
And that's
you know what I mean?
self-distribution too.
Yeah.
Like we don't have, it's not in no stores, it's not on no social media platforms. This
Shout out to Bird.
Come to the
yeah,
Bird,
you know what I mean?
Right,
this is here. I have this CD. Would you like to buy it?
That's what's up.
You know,
because I would definitely like to see y'all do a CD of originals so we can kind of get that on the streaming platforms and everything like that, because
or at least release singles, if not like a whole album.
Cause I know sometimes, when you first starting out, it's hard to get, release within a budget to sing somebody else's song.
Yeah.
You'd be like, well, I need such and such. You'd be like, well, damn.
It's like certain fees you got to pay and everything. So so we kind of like, kind of kept that limited. But yeah, that's definitely something that we need to.
But y'all definitely got the chops for it. And like I said, y'all harmony together is beautiful. And it's like y'all harmony is so tight that when one member is not there and you have a fill-in, that fill-in seems like a good fit. It's not a replacement. Right. It's a fill-in.
Right.
And the crowd still accepts that. Because, you got some bands that when they don't have certain members, the band isn't as tight.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, little Tuck history and everything like that. I went to college and my degree is in music theory and composition. A lot of people don't know that. So I was trying to be an audio engineer, but now I like taking pictures of butt naked women. But that's another podcast and everything like that.
That doesn't surprise me.
But
the music degree or the naked women?
Taking pictures of naked women. That doesn't surprise me.
I figured it was that one.
Yeah. Who would want to be doing that?
But so when I listen, I'm listening for like as if I was an engineer, and I'm like, yo, that keyboard player, he kind of stiff. He not into it. Like when I go out and my girl gets on me all the time because she's like, just listen to the music. Stop trying to engineer shit. And I'm like, I'm listening, but I'm like, yo, he fucking up. That's the wrong key. But everybody else tries to fill in.
That's right.
I never heard that with Best Kept Soul. Now I've heard, really tear a song up, and I'm like, damn, she killed that motherfucker. I'm like, I don't want to show my girl my dance moves because she be like, I'm gonna need you to bring that home with us, and I'm like,
you know what?
I got a good 3 minutes for you. I'm gonna need a snack. So I be trying to refrain from my party and everything like that.
Right. I only do this while I am singing.
Yeah.
When she done, I'm done.
Oh Lord.
She said, well,
then I be getting late night phone calls. Just come sing in the hallway, damn it. Just sing in the
CD on there.
He getting out the shower now. Sing. I'm putting you on speaker.
I only got 3 minutes.
He's getting close. Just stop the note. Stop the note. We're going to extend this time.
Then I'll be sitting there feeling violated. Like, what just happened?
Be like, what noise was that?
Was that him?
That's Best Kept Soul.
Oh
Lord
man,
this
has been fucking great, man. I mean, I'm so glad y'all came by.
No, thanks for having us, man.
And Dwayne, you are welcome anytime to drink my girl's drinks.
Thank you very much.
My girl is a bartender first, and she will make a drink and have motherfuckers like.
Oh, matter of fact, she got a party. I heard this weekend, right?
Yeah, she's having a karaoke thing at Catch 202. Okay. Because she's a leap year baby, so she's actually 8 years old.
Oh, really?
By leap years.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah. So this is actually her actual birthday. So we're celebrating all this week. So after I wrap this up, I have to go, brush my teeth, and we have to go out.
Oh, y'all going to tour too?
Yeah.
I'll be up there.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Best Kept Soul, I appreciate y'all taking time out y'all schedule because y'all done said it 3, 4, 5 times through here like y'all trying to get us all together. That's a mission.
It is.
Everything. But to see that, 3 of y'all came up here and I might have to call Jerome up here and do a one-on-one. Be like, Jerome, we gonna drink to this bottle going.
Right? Yeah.
He'll be here.
Have some Grand Marnier.
Got a bottle of Grand Marnier, and he'll be right here for you.
Yep. He drank that sweet shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, don't do that. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with Grand Marnier. Okay, listen.
Oh, okay. Time to take the face out.
White flag.
All peace here, brother. We Martin over here, not Malcolm.
So before we log off,
make that man sweet.
Before we log off, I just need you to run down where you can find information about Best Kept Soul, the website, social media, everything.
All right, social media is all whether it be Instagram or Twitter, Best Kept Soul. Website www.bestkeptsoul.com.
See, I do the commercials, not you.
I'm doing all right so far, right?
We gotta do it right. Make sure we do it right.
Right.
Are you ready?
All right, yep. It's on stage. Go ahead.
www.bestkeptsoul.com. Why are you not doing it? Why are you not doing it?
She got that drink in her hand.
No, so anyway, cut to commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to find Best Kept Soul, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Website, www.bestkeptsoul.com. Catch us at a party near you. Hey.
And do yourself a favor. Now they got me stuttering and shit. Do yourself a favor and get on that mailing list, because that's when you know when they're going to pop up to something.
Yes.
Dwayne got this one.
And that's when you know
the number.
You can hop on the mailing list, and as soon as you see, if you ever see them put the reef, before you close that email, get on that phone, or I think they do the reservation through the website now. Have your credit card ready, because you got to put the deposit and everything, but definitely check them out.
So email list.
If you want to get on our mailing list, on our email mailing list, you can text in all capitals Best Kept Soul, BESTKEPTSOUL, to the number 22828. If you text it to that number, it'll ask you for your email address, and you can put it in and get on our mailing list.
Yo, he sound like a DAS
like okay, like
I was just ready for somebody like WDAS.
Well, that's because he started going through the website and got left hanging.
She did. She didn't join in.
She
wouldn't join in.
He's ready now.
I'm gonna redeem myself.
And that's what happens, you know.
But apparently, I can't give any birthday shouts out. I give the worst birthday shouts out. Apparently,
a birthday, you're supposed to feel good about somebody shouting your name out. You're just like, Deidre, it's your birthday.
That is not how it sounds. That is not how I do it.
Well, give us a sample how you do it, man.
Deidre, happy birthday, Deidre. Yeah. You know what?
Right.
I don't appreciate you.
You heard it for yourself.
I don't appreciate
That's
y'all.
what you needed. Without
worst.
the band playing. You need to hear it for yourself.
Go, Deidre. It's your birthday. Who is Deidre?
I don't know. I just picked the name.
Side note, Tuck told you to go, but he didn't say shout out his girl, right?
You know what? Wait, let me do this right. Go, Erica. It's your birthday.
Right.
February 29th. We happy to celebrate with all the Pisces and the Tauruses. That's right.
See, right.
Them damn emotional
That's why he's not allowed to make any birthday shout outs.
She practiced too. Oh my goodness.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we wrapping this episode up
I want to
again.
have a birthday shout out to my mama because today is her birthday.
Okay, yeah, give that.
Happy birthday, Mama Banks.
Mom.
Larez at February 27th.
Happy birthday, Rez.
Yeah, everybody want to
Oh
follow
man, that's
me.
what
Like,
everybody.
my mom's birthday
all
was
these
today.
damn
It's not
Pisces and
tomorrow.
shit.
The day before. It's
Shout out
today.
to my nephew. Happy birthday, Eric. March the 6th.
Like, who does that?
All the Pisces. Shout
Gemini,
out.
June 16th. No.
Look back. Virgo, September 20th. Like,
Well, shit, Libra, October 20th. Shit, that's what we're going in on.
like, this is what we're doing.
Oh, that's funny.
But yo, this your man Big Tuck from BOREDinDE. If you haven't already, check us out on the website www.BOREDinDE.com, and on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook is BOREDinDE. Until next time, peace.